Take 236.
Does it take 236?
Yeah, it is. I am fed up. I'm here all day. Hello, Jonathan Smeaton.
Hello, my darling. How are you?
I'm very well. Hey everybody, this is the first live sessions with Over the West online radio, and I'm delighted that it's you, Jonathan.
It's 11 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday.
Looking out there, it's a fine view, beautiful day.
If you turn it around, it'll show. No, don't turn it around.
No, you aren't allowed to see. So yeah, today we're going to have a wee chat, and I believe you've got some new material that you share with us. Yeah. Right. We'll start off. We might start off with a song and we'll just get relaxed then. Do you want to do that? Yeah, okay. I'll just give you a little bit of space there and you can...
What we're going to do is record it onto this, and Maria's going to do a lot of editing.
There might be no editing at all.
He's switched on. These are switched on. That'll be lovely.
Oh, you do. You look very sophisticated now.
Thank you. One. And I'll press play and record on this thing. Ghosts on my shoulder. Side up wee bit. Whisper, whisper true. Words that only disconnect. Won't allow renew. I miss your guiding light. I miss your guiding light. When day slowly turns to night, I miss your guiding light. Eyes that look and cannot see, blind, corrupted by the dawn. No one here is left in tune. Ideas dead and souls not born. I miss your guiding light. I miss your guiding light. When day slowly turns to night, I miss your guiding light. Twisted mirrors show their form, how to be a light that shines, going working, gone with storms. Time is slowly giving time. I miss your guiding light. I miss your guiding light. When day slowly turns to night, I miss your guiding light. Ghosts on my shoulder, whisper, whisper true. Words that only disconnect, won't allow renew.
That's a good start, John. That is actually one of my favourite, and God rest Mammy, one of her favourites too.
I'm just checking this thing, it's alright. I'll stop it.
Everything's okay.
I'll take these headphones off.
And chill out now. You tell me a wee bit about Guiding Light?
Guiding Light is about, I'm not mentioning no names, but when you're close to somebody, and I remember going to see this guy, very, very close friend of mine, and I remember going to see him in the hospital and actually just saying goodbye to him before he died, and told the man I loved him and told him all this here, and he's up in the hospice, and it's just hard walking away from that. And what happened, that song is, it's a very long story, but I'm going to shorten it really down because I'm aware. I was thinking, you know, about this song and all the other songs that come to me, a way of explaining how they come, and it's like the songs are already there, you know, like a seed or something, and the song grows before it gets to me, and then it just comes to me. I know it doesn't make a bit of sense. And
it makes sense to me, Jonathan.
And it's not, I'm not going down the road of, oh, it's an organic process and all that kind of stuff. But they're already there, and you just pick them out. And I didn't even know what that song was about for a long time, and I just clicked. One night, there were a bit of a kerfuffle when I was playing with a band, and I picked up my amp and walked out, and I was going down the road. I was like a bear, and it clicked with me that song. I just had to stop the car, tears run down my face, and that's what it's about. It's just about missing somebody, you know.
Yeah.
I don't want to go into too much detail about it because
that's lovely. That's
there you
enough.
go. There you go.
That's enough. But I get what you mean, because I would say that sometimes, or I say it all the time, that sometimes you have no control over them.
No.
You're just kind of a vessel that they arrive. I don't know, that they arrive into, and then you once they're done, I find too, I just go, well, I don't know where the hell that came from.
Well, look, one of the things that I would say, it's like, you know, when you watch the credits of a movie, they're just going down. And what I find now as I get older, I don't know what's in my mind is starting to wander or whatever, but I need to get them down damn quick, because they're like comets going past, and if you don't grab them, they're gone. And we were saying just before we started, you know, I used to write reams and reams and reams of stuff, and now it's kind of been filtered down a wee bit, so it's maybe one or two now and again, but they're not too bad. Yeah.
I remember, but 7 years ago is when I met you first, and I remember you gave me a wee notepad, and you told me that time, you just write and write and write, you know, and I'm passing that on now to young ones as well, but that's cool.
But I have notepads on here, and I found one. There's a friend of mine I played with a band in Jimmy, and his wife kept one from 1986. And she kept saying, I'm going to give you this, I'm going to give you this, I'm going to give you this. And she eventually gave me it, and I was thinking, this will be just a mess from 1986. It's just so neat and unbelievable. And, you know,
what a treasure.
You can see the changes in yourself, you know, as well. But there you go.
Yeah, it's like a diary, isn't it?
Oh, it's a bit more than that. It's like an emotional diary, a deeper diary, the deeper, darker diary, you know. But that's the way I feel about it. Like, it's not a... I was listening to Daniel Lavoie, and I think it was Eno, there's a guy called Brian Eno, and he was talking about songs, and he didn't put it as politely as I put it, but he says that songs don't come out of nowhere, you know, and people aren't gifted or anything like that. They don't come out of nowhere, they're there, you know, and some people can just fall over them, and other people don't see them at all, and it's not a gift, it's just having the time to look around. No, it doesn't make sense, but it makes sense to me. Yeah,
no, it does make sense to me. Sometimes I think you just have to get out of your own way sometimes and just allow yourself to arrive in too. Right, another song.
Oh, Jesus, right.
Yeah, no pressure.
Oh, no pressure. Where's my capo? This is a song.
I'm getting my coffee here.
Maria's going to get her coffee. She's away, look.
Look, away, but I'm banging. Here we go.
Now, what I'm going to do, I need the words of some of these songs here. This has a title of Hard Road, but I don't know what it's called, really. You have to put titles on the songs that when you save them on a computer, you know where they are. But what I'm going to do is tune this guitar up. I'll tell you a bit about it. When COVID came along, I was working. You know, there's a dog here beside us.
Special guest.
Luffy he's called.
Lovely.
And I thought to myself, I was working, but there's plenty of time, there are no gigs. And I was rubbing my hands saying, you've got these, you know, for the foreseeable future, you can sit down and write all these songs, and you know, I'll get the guitars out and stuff. There was other people staying in the house as well, so I just said I'm going to tear into it. And believe you me, for the 2 years where I was COVID, I only wrote one song, and this is it. So it's got a kind of title of Hard Road, but I've been playing it with a band and stuff like that, but I really like it. Again, I'm not 100% sure what this song's about yet. The meaning will come later.
It's a hard road behind you every day. A comfort in my heart with what you say. Don't forget when you turn over the stone. What comes along can cut you to the bone. To the bone. There's an innocence that falls and then will die. There's no answer, there's no when or why. The dreams that float beyond the dawn, condemned to disappear and move along, move along. Just listen, just listen. Don't compare. Just listen. Just listen. Be there. There's a wonder in this world's been set aside, a spirit we can't feel that's gone to hide. Elevate a higher call to prayer, believing in the first that's never there. Never there. Just listen. Just listen. Don't compare. Just listen. Just listen. Be there.
Lovely sound of that guitar.
It's a nice yoke.
A nice yoke it is. It's a fine yoke.
I like the brown ones.
Yeah, Luffy was dancing there too. Come here, tell me, when did you start playing music? Like, what age were you, or what was the crack there?
It's not a very long story. I remember as a kid, the first song that drew my attention. There used to be a guy on Radio 2 on a Sunday called Ed Stewart, Stewpot they called him, and he had a show on, and you listen to all, when you're a kid, maybe 7, 8, you're listening to music, and it's there, but it just goes past you, and I heard Lay Lady Lay, and I was like, dunk. No, it just caught my attention. It wasn't a spiritual moment or anything like that, and then I thought, wow, but that was it, you know. This was in the late 60s, and I had no access to records or anything like that there. But then I was always like, oh, geez, I wouldn't mind playing a guitar, And it just, maybe I was about 11 or 12, as usual. I think every teenager probably does it. Daddy, I want a guitar. And they bought me a guitar, but I couldn't tune it. And I went to one guitar lesson in school, and it was great. And then the teacher left, so I had one guitar lesson. And I was lucky enough, a member of the family came to live with us, and he could tune the guitar, play, but that was it. I had a 1973 songbook. This is before YouTube and how to do stuff.
Yeah.
And I learned songs like Moon River and The Windmills of Your Mind and all. So I can still remember them. Really odd songs. They had the little chord charts over the top of them, and that's how I learned to play guitar. And at the same time, I was singing in a choir in St George's in Belfast.
I don't know if I was going to say I can just picture you, but I just don't know if I can picture you.
I have pictures of me in the gear, but I have a really deep love for all that stuff as well. It comes from somewhere else, you know, all that singing. I wouldn't say I was trained, but I have a brave kind of notion how to sing and stuff, you know, and how to...
And harmonies and all that stuff.
All that nonsense. What happened was when I was singing in the choir, all the boys were in front, and all the men were at the back, usually each side in a big organist, and you had to go to choir practice. But what happened was the voice starts to break, so I ended up singing behind me. So I just learned how to sing harmonies by tuning into things, and it's not a thing. It's not easy, but when you get it, it's like I can't do all that thumb picking on the guitar, and my sons and other people say, it's easy when you get it, it's alright, but I can do it with harmonies, just straight on there.
Yeah, you can pick them straight, and I know you can. But it's funny, Jonathan, like, I go through the day, every day of my life, and frankly I'll tell you, listening to songs, like listening to your songs, trying to do harmonies, and I'm woeful. I cannot
but you're a great singer.
But I would love to sing harmony.
It's quite easy.
Aye, you see, I can pick the guitar.
Aye.
Not very well, but anyway. Okay, we'll go for another song then.
Right, we'll go for something that's brand new. I haven't a name on this yet.
For the next show, I'm going to have an Over the West mug and not
but this is what I was going to say. Maria, she was asking me what to call this last night.
Yeah.
And I forgot to tell her before.
Did you come up with a name?
No. I just thought you'd say whatever this is called, Volume 1, because I don't think there's enough. I think everybody changes, you know. Now we've been playing this with the band a wee bit, and you know, I play with the boys times, and I go, geez, we'll try this, and they're looking at each other going, because there would be a tremendous lack of maybe rehearsal and stuff like that. And I just played this one night, and we'll have to mention Billy, and I got his reaction, and he's looking at me going, oh, that's alright. And I say, that's a big plus for me, you know. So it's a bit more laid back. This. Now I had to play spray and recording this thing as well.
That's alright.
There we go.
Multitasking.
You say you need some time alone. You say you will find your way back home. Woo. That was a mistake. It can be real. All that you feel. all the words in the world that ever was spoke. Are in the wind, blown away just like smoke. This love can be gold. This love you can't hold. This was a guitar solo. You can imagine it. Yeah. That's it over now. If there is some time, I may call it mine. To sit down and look and try to find to really believe, to really believe. You say you need some time alone. You say you will find your way back home. That wasn't me barking. It can be real. All that you feel. Forgot where I was. He loved it too.
Yeah.
He was barking.
It wasn't your voice breaking again.
No, it's scary.
Yeah. Can you talk to me about maybe some of the bands that you've been in over the years?
I was thinking about it, and I kind of forget a lot of stuff. But I remember the first gig I played was very funny. I'm not going to mention too many names here, but the first proper gig I played was with a guy in the town here, and it was me and him and another fellow playing a banjo, and it was like some come all ye's and do you want your lobby wife singing and all this stuff. But I always had other kind of, you know, I'm not tagging anything, it was a bit of country and a bit of this and a bit of that, and I have a lot of influences and stuff, or I used to have a lot of influences. But then the first kind of real kind of band gig, there was a friend of mine was playing guitar, and his father was playing a Q.S.O keyboard. He's French. This guy, anybody from Ramelton will know what I'm talking about. And we had no pickup, so I got a microphone and dropped it inside my guitar. And we were also in a motocross club, and the club had them big speakers, the big kind of cone speakers that ran a 12-volt battery into some kind of amp, and that was my first gig. I was like, wow. Oh my God. But then it kind of went on from that. That same fella played with me, Marcel is his name, and we got bass players and drummers, and the first band was called Badlands, and it was just kids, maybe just 20-year-olds having a bit of fun, rock and roll as loud as we could go. Yeah. And then I met a guy there, Kenny, a drummer, and he says, "You got a guitar player, and I'll get a bass player." And that's where Song of a Preacher Man came out of. And geez, we had great fun. We practiced. We actually practiced.
You took rehearsals for that?
We actually rehearsed it. It's a kind of dirty word, nearly. And just
It's not cool.
We had great fun, but then after that kind of, through bits and pieces, maybe people just growing up, children, all that kind of thing, it kind of fell to bits. But I was always playing, and then I always knew Billy from, being in Ramelton, because not maybe through music, but just through him being here. And Lawrence, like Maria would know Lawrence and all them, and I kind of just fell into that kind of groove, and maybe since the last 25 years, Lawrence is in the corner, Billy's on bass, and to be honest, I have to say this, as I'm playing them songs, I really do miss Billy playing bass with me. The two of us play a lot together, and I'm not giving, he's a big enough head without me giving him one, but that's come from my heart, like, I really do miss it, in the corner. And they do a scout away each other, and wink away each other, and laugh away when we play, and we do have fun playing it. And there, because I was thinking about things to say as well. Over the years in bands, there's certain people have a lot of confidence in you. You know, they say, geez, that's good. And I know Maria will agree with me on this, that musicians, and especially songwriters, are the most insecure people in the world. They're walking on thin ice all the time. So when people walking on thin ice decide to put their heart on the line, you go, oh my God. But it's like Billy always said, that's great. John Muldowney, played with John a lot. And John always big encouragement when I was pretty going, geez, John, I don't know, trying these songs. He's going, it's great. And I'm going home saying, was he real? Did he mean that? Did he mean that, or was he? And there's a list of people, Sam Gibson and all them people. Maria would know a lot of these people. It's a very small kind of circle up here. And John kind of encouraged me to make an album, and we went and made an album, the first one. And I'm really proud of us, John is, but then I wandered off and made other ones, and there was something resonated that John says, well, if you don't make the first one, you can't make the second one. Very lucky, very lucky to wander into studios and have the likes of Billy, put songs down at 50 years old, and all the egos and tatters by that stage, and then the last thing we did really recently was when Sam died. Me and Sam, I remember one quote Sam said, he was from Hollywood and County Down, he said, Jonathan, we're all fishing down the river from Mr. Dillon.
That's class.
I remember one story about Sam. You could do a whole program on Sam if you wanted. You know what he said to me? He rang me up, and there was one song I wrote, and he said, I was playing in the car driving out the Hollywood bypass, out the Sydenham bypass in Belfast. He said I had to pull in because he's in tears, and that makes it for me. And me and Sam used to write songs together, and there's a few things. We wrote one about this guy called Arawulpa. He was an Inca chief. And the song went back and forward through email and stuff like this, but the two of us just couldn't agree on it at all. And that's what it was. A gentleman, one of the true troubadours, that you would see. But one of the highlights, apart from my own stuff, which I'm very, very proud of, it was an honour to be able to, because when Sam died, he left a pile of songs, and we wandered into the studio and did those songs. And to be honest, I was listening to songs that he'd put down on a phone when he wasn't maybe in the best of form, and you had to kind of put water on them and compost and bring it back to life. And it was just a joy doing it.
And it's just a privilege.
Oh no, it is a privilege and an honour, and I think anybody that played in that album or had any involvement in it would actually say the same. The amount of heart and soul that went into that.
I really wanted to be on it, but then I ended up having another child, and I just was was
Isn't
unavailable.
that brilliant?
He was a gentleman. And just a wee quick story that I'll just add in. While he was in hospital, I was still doing the radio show on Strabane Radio, and I didn't realise really how low maybe he was, but I would let him know when I was going to play a song, so I sent him a text, and he rang me from the hospital and thanked me, and then it wasn't very long afterwards that he sadly passed away, but I was like, thank God that something told me again, you know, just play a song and let him know. You know, I felt like it was a wee gift between us, like it was lovely. But okay, we're going to get teary now. Give me another song, Jonathan.
We're going to get teary.
Yeah.
You know.
We're going to get more teary with this song.
No. This is one. I'm not no.
No, stay on.
I don't read the words to this now. This is one. There's certain songs that I write just stick out for. I could play covers, I could play sad songs. I think it's better just play your own songs.
Yeah. When you have them, why not?
The last album I did was called Drawn to the Light, and I used to be able to explain what it meant, and I just can't remember what it meant. It just sounded good. And this is the song. Well, I've been recording all of this. It's great.
I think we should have done that anyway from the beginning.
Can
we reverse and go back and start this all over again?
Hang on now. This is called Drawn to the Light. I know what this is about, and I'm not going to tell anybody what this is about.
It's a secret one.
It's not the first time, sure won't be the last. Not the only time you let this moment pass. When you're drawing to the light inside, it's not the first time that love has come your way. Not the only time you let it slip away. When you're drawing to the light inside. We're all but human. We all have mistakes. Sometimes we must learn to live in the world we make. It's not the first time, sure won't be the last. Not the only time your future is your past. When you're drawing to that light inside. When you're drawing to that light inside.
I just took the shivers there. I'm going to check, are we recording? Wouldn't that be? Yeah, you were okay. Everything's okay.
Everything's okay. I record too much and she's afraid.
I'm afraid I just took the jelly eggs there. Your first album, Q.S.O. What does Q.S.O. mean?
Long story. It's not a long story. There was a person who used to ask me all the questions all the time. And that's what that song, there's a song that goes, are you going to tell the captain, going to speak it all? That's Q.S.O. But I wanted to call the song Questions, but it didn't sound right, so I just called it Q.S.O.
Are you serious? And that's the...
It's just called it, I don't know what it's called.
Yeah.
It's just Q.S.O, they're just letters. So I tell people now, everywhere, the big secret's out. It doesn't mean anything, they're just letters. But I looked it up on Google to see.
Was there?
I searched it, Q.S.O, and the first thing that came up was quasi-stellar object. So that's what it's about.
That's what
a
it's about. It's a whole
quasi-stellar
album,
object.
that's what it's
And I
about.
actually know what a quasi-stellar object is, but
Yeah.
I'm just not going to bother explaining it. You know what I mean? That's exactly what it means. I think sometimes, even when I'm writing songs, I get the words first, and it doesn't matter if they make sense, as long as there's a rhythm there and stuff like that, and then you can kind of tune them up a wee bit and make it grammatically correct and all that stuff. You make them make sense, but that's the way I do things. That's what Q.S.O means.
Okay.
Simple.
Yeah, that's alright.
Maybe it's not what you wanted to hear, but that's exactly
I
what it means.
just wanted the truth here today, and I'm getting the truth.
The whole truth and the whole
Yeah, I have
truth.
one more question for you before
Go on.
your last song. I want you to tell me, what was your favourite gig you've ever played? Not my album launch. No.
That's what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna kind of throw it out there and say, no, I'll be giving them all big hits, but you see when we get the chance to get together, myself and Billy and Lawrence, and the guitar player at the moment is my son, Jack, and to be honest, he's playing because he's a great player. It's just when you're in that, when you get into that zone, every gig's good enough. When you get into that kind of, wow, I'm just happy being here. There's no favourites, there's no big standards, because if you keep putting the bar up, you'll never reach it.
Unrelenting standards, that's what Frankie says I have.
There are no, launching the albums and stuff like that was just, to me, was a stressful nightmare. And we got over
But you were
it.
brilliant the night of mine. Remember you took out the ironing board onto the stage and nobody knew, right, 2019, about 9th of February 2019, in the theatre, and Jonathan, we were in the green room, and Jonathan turns around to me and he says, I'm just going to take this ironing board out onto the stage. And I was like, why? He said, just now. And good enough then.
But I know why, because I walked out myself with a guitar,
Yeah.
and like any other person, there are a wee bit of nerves and stuff like that. So you think to yourself, how can I get the attention away from myself? So I just walked out, and I set up the iron board beside me and put my guitar on, and I think people were more kind of interested.
What's going to happen?
No, they were more interested in the iron board than me. And
It was like a magic show.
It's one of those things.
Yeah.
It's one of kind of
that's
impulsive kind of things.
Yeah.
But that's it. I'm going to ask Maria what song she wants to hear last.
Right, well, I have to tell you something before. It's about the song that I want you to sing. Do you know how people say, where were you when such no one died, or where were you, or whatever, you know, like that? Well, I know where I was the first time I heard your song, Waiting for the Rain.
Right.
And I was, I don't know what car I was driving right now, but I was coming down past Errigal, looking towards, you know, where you go down the bridle path in Glenveigh, and I could see the rain in the distance, and the next thing, your song came on the radio. It was my first time hearing it, and I'll never forget that. And the what do you call them? The goosebumps, goosebumples, whatever you call them.
Donegal goosebumples.
But I'll never forget that. I can see it clearly, so I went Waiting for the Rain.
There is an explanation to this song, and it's not about the weather. It's like, I'd be one of them people that
I kind of knew it wasn't about the weather though, just before you say that.
no, it wasn't.
No, I knew it wasn't.
I know
I was
it's
just
not
saying
there.
that I could see the
She
freaking
probably
rain
knows-
coming.
She probably knows that.
I'm going to about to tell
She-
you what the song means, because I'm here to tell you what it means.
No, what it means to me is there's a lot, you know, there's a line on the song, even in a cloudy sky, there's still a little sunshine. It means, you know, sun never goes away, but it's not about the weather, it's just how you perceive things. Is your glass half empty? Is your glass half full? But basically I'm talking about myself. You know, am I going to look on the negative side or the good side? But that's what it's about. I remember when I read it, and it was a kind of rough enough time family-wise and stuff, but
You press record.
I'll press record, don't you worry. Let's really turn this up a bit. We're ready. There's a slow version and a fast version of this, and this is a slow one. The fast one's a bit different.
I'm going to join in some places, whether you like it or not.
It's a long road. It's a long road without a little pain.
Hang on, guys.
I turned my headphones off.
I'll edit that wee bit out, Jonathan.
No, don't edit it out. I think it's good. I was wondering.
I'm
Jesus.
gonna go edit this coffee cup.
No, don't edit anything. Just get a bruise. It's a long road. It's a long road without a little pain. And even in a cloudy sky, there's still a little sunshine. You're waiting for the rain. Waiting for the rain. Waiting for the rain. Waiting for that rain. And if the clouds should part and show us what is true, what lies inside our hearts, what love can dare to do, waiting for that rain, waiting for that rain, waiting for that rain, waiting for that rain. And if our universe should part and show us what is true, what lies inside our hearts, what love can dare to do, waiting for that rain, waiting for that rain, waiting for that rain. It's a long road. It's a long road without a little pain. And even in that cloudy sky, there's still a little sunshine, waiting for that rain, waiting for that rain.
Thank you so much. That was our first live sessions with Mr. Jonathan Smeaton.
And big thanks to Maria McCormack for asking. Many more.
Many more. Woohoo! That's it. Cut.